step out here every once in a while and see you all in action. You always put on such a performance out here, between the wind whistling through you and the soft sounds of all your creaks and bins. The birds and the rabbits, they scurry about rustling through you, but you pay them no mind. There's just some sort of allure to it. There's this, I'm in a whole new state of mind, in a whole new world altogether. But this has always been my passion. Being born in Quilverton, off the coast of Northern Ireland, I was able to see many things about you that most often weren't observed. As a young lad, I would go and sit and watch and listen to the story and the song that was being unveiled before my very own eyes. The waves, being thrown about the rocky coast, was always so intriguing to me. Something about it just made me want to experience what it was like to play a part in such a grand musical. That's where I got my start. You were my inspiration. So, when I was 9 years old, I began to learn to play the fiddle. I had heard it sometime before. My father had shown me what real music was. My father hated real music. I guess that's why I chose the fiddle. In spite of his own hatred for something so special and so magical and so unique. But I practiced for years until I knew that I was contributing to part of this musical. I used to go out to the rocks on the coast of Quilverton and I would practice for hours until my fingertips could bear it no more. But I didn't care because I loved to fiddle. Even though my brothers felt it not so popular, I knew it was more than just a couple of strings and notes. It was a contribution to life, to everyone's life. So I decided that I wanted to go and share this passion with everyone else. And when I was 17, I quit school. It wasn't important to me anymore. I had room enough for one passion in my life, and that passion was to fiddle. So, the day after I turned 18, I set off for Birmingham, England, when I knew that I would be able to share my passion with everyone there, and it would become theirs too. So I went, with only my fiddle, and after a while, it became old and dull. No one there shared my passion. So I had to find a way out. And I heard of a ship that would leave for America to New York City. So without a ticket, with only my fiddle, I boarded this ship and snuck over the sea. But New York was no different. No one there shared my passion either. I had wasted away all of my money. And it so frustrated and angered me that I broke the one thing that was the most important to me in my life. The one thing that I cherished over everything else. I broke my fiddle. I had nothing. I had no money. I had no fiddle. I was simply angry and hopeless. I had reached an all-time low in my life. And I needed to get out of the city. It was 1921, and I was but 29 years of age. I had to beg and plead with a man named Cooney Potter to help me out of this mess. He allowed me the chance. That's how we got here to Spoon River. Cooney Potter taught me the value of work. He taught me how to work in rhythm with you. And it kind of reminds me of the waves back home in Quilverton. You know, there's a musical and everything. In all ways, in all parts. You see, the earth keeps some vibration going, there in your heart, and that is you. And if the people find that you can fiddle, why, fiddle you must, for all your life. What do you see? A harvest of clover? Or a meadow to walk through to the river? The wind's in the corn. You have your hands for beeves hereafter ready for market. Or you hear the rustle of skirts, like the girls dancing around at Little Grove. See, to Cooney Potter, a pillar of dust or whirling leaves meant ruinous drought. They looked to me like Redhead Sammy stepping it off to Toralure. But how could I till my 40 acres? Not to speak of getting more, with a medley of horns, bassoons, and piccolos. stirring in my brain by crows and robins, and the creaking of a windmill. Only these? And I never started to plough a day in my life that someone did not stop in the road and take me away to a dance or a picnic. You see, I ended up with 40 acres. I ended up with a broken fiddle and a broken laugh, but 1,000 memories and not a single regret.